Alrighty, so
These are really nice beds.
this is the front boulevard here. So you know, you can see where the property line is, and essentially, you know, we just want to keep those wild overgrowth at bay. We don't want to let it you know, creep up to his property. So whenever they start to creep up, just trim it back, right? Beds here raked up, keep it well maintained. Same scenario here. You know, the previous guys that were doing this did a pretty decent job. As you can see, it's very little to no weeds. So this is the standard that we want to keep it at, and we don't want to let it get, you know, looking like a jungle. So goes all the way down there where the property line is, and this is kind of like the main curb appeal here, because, you know, this is where the street side is, and, you know, this main front boulevard here, just keeping it nice and tidy, keep it looking like this.
You want to keep the little bit of holly that's there, though?
Yeah, but occasional pruning if it gets overgrown to the sidewalk.
Yeah, so the berries are visible, but no overgrowth of it.
Exactly. And then,
It
you
does
know,
look kind of nice with the berries, right?
Yeah, it looks. It's
There's something there.
and then just kind of raking up the debris that you see here, and then you know, you can probably just weed whack these weeds down, and then just kind of rake it out or blow it out. You know, keep the weeds at bay, you know. So bi-weekly basis, you know, whenever the lawn is overgrown throughout the season, you know, cut the lawn here, and then you know, same scenario with the garden beds here, just keeping it nice and raked up. Well across.
Oh, and then mowing it. Good point.
We don't have to mow today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost just.
Um, so all the bushes and shrubs here, you know, throughout the season, keeping it trimmed up, whatnot. Garden beds here. Previous gardener already cut these back, but, you know, usually at the end of the season, you know, we want to cut these down, which has already been done.
But we're gonna let them grow going into the season.
Exactly. These ones here, we can probably trim these ones.
Today, that's why we have the trimmers.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the sidewalks and whatnot blown, all the leaves cleaned up. A lot of leaves have accumulated underneath there, so we can, you know, rake up the leaves there, keep it nice and tidy. These ones here, we can cut it down. The carex grass.
Oh wow,
Check out these spring greens.
that's cool. Right, we're going like this.
Same scenario here, keeping the garden beds nice and tidy, trimming up these boxwoods, keeping an eye out on all the shrubs and bushes, keeping it nice and trimmed.
It was like a suicide staircase.
Just kind of be cautious of the windows here when you're using any
That I almost need hand
hand pruners. Exactly.
Yeah, I can't use that.
So we don't want to weed whack near these glass railings here.
One rock. But, I mean, they're pretty thick, but it would still like mark it and crack it, right?
Yeah, so want to be careful with that. Trim these guys down, trim these guys down. Regular lawn maintenance here. As you can see, the previous gardeners cut the carex grasses down, but they didn't do a good job raking up the debris. So we can clean that up after them. Same thing there. Boxwoods nice and trimmed. The yews here. The yews here nice and trimmed.
Whoa.
Okay, we're not doing this whole site today.
Like I said, it's a regular contract.
okay.
Yeah.
I did for weeks.
Here a day, like.
All the leaves have accumulated here. All the weeds. Trimming those down. Lawn cut. Garden bed maintenance. All the dead stuff that you see here, you can just pull that out. Same thing there with the carex grass, trimming that down. A lot of the ferns here have died, so these ferns here can be ripped out. Leaf cleanup. So yeah, the property, as you can see, there's a border, you know, the black fence. So this is all that area there is ours to maintain. Leaves here. Leaves here. All those overgrowth, you can see they're brown. When they start to turn brown and yellowish like that, that means they can be cut back, cut down. Leaf cleanup here, leaf cleanup here, leaf cleanup there, leaf cleanup, leaf cleanup. All the shrubs and bushes that you see there, they can be pruned back. Garden bed here, a lot of leaves accumulated. All the dead stuff here can be cut. Stairways blown, raked up. And what you see is what you get. All those have deteriorated, so you can cut all those back. Well, they used to be plants.
Is there a water feature down here?
Yeah, they used to be like a
They had it filled with
water, but it's like winter now, so but as you can see,
In the summer, man, when it's all tight.
Cool, dude. They could fill it up and you could just jump in from here.
exactly. So all those plants are pretty much dead. You can cut all those back, leaves, etc., etc. That's the overall property. So there you have it, folks.